Derrick Rose, a name synonymous with brilliance, heart, and sheer athleticism, has officially hung up his jersey. As fans around the world say goodbye to this NBA legend, we can't help but wonder, what could have been? From dominating the court as a Chicago Bull to battling through injuries that would have ended most careers, Rose's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. Today we're taking a moment to reflect on the career of one of the most electrifying players to ever grace the hardwood, and the unanswered question, what if those injuries had never slowed him down? About Thursday, the NBA community was inundated with mixed news about Derrick Rose, the explosive 16-year NBA vet whose 2009 Rookie of the Year and 2011 MVP formally announced his professional basketball retirement. Tributes from both players and supporters started pouring in as soon as the news leaked, so commemorating the legacy of one of the most thrilling and tenacious athletes in the history of the game. Atlanta Hawks star Trae Young was among the first to show his respect. He expressed his appreciation on social media. D Rose forever a legend, Trae Young. Derrick Rose's influence on the NBA and the basketball world will be felt for years to come, even if his days on the court might have come to an end. From a hometown hero in Chicago to an MVP, his past nothing short of remarkable, full of spectacular events that will long live in basketball history. Let's review some of the most legendary moments from Derrick Rose's remarkable career. Rose's narrative felt like something out of a movie when the Chicago Bulls chose him first overall in the 2008 NBA Draft. Rose was born and raised on the hard streets of Chicago. For the supporters, it felt as though their fantasies had come true. Chicago's own would guide the Bulls toward glory once more. Rose lost no time establishing his mark. He exploded in the 2008-09 NBA season, right away demonstrating he belonged among the top players in the game. Defenders found him a nightmare because of his agility, speed, and fearlessness in charging the basket. Rose was earning 16.8 points a game, 3.9 rebounds, and 5.2 assists per game by the end of his rookie season, thereby earning him the NBA Rookie of the Year title. The second D Rose stepped foot in the NBA, you could tell he was going to be a problem, stated one observer famously. Yes, he was indeed. The MVP season, a legend is born. Rose developed to a new level just 2 years following his breakthrough debut campaign. The 2010 to 2011 season was among the ages. Rose, who was just 22 years old, had an extremely amazing year that helped the Bulls to have the best Eastern Conference record, and brought home the league's most esteemed individual prize, the MVP trophy. Rose was a nightmare for a matchup because of his explosive nature, paint scoring skills, and ability to find open mates. His highlight tapes from that season still remain amazing. Lightning-fast crossovers, jaw-dropping rim finishes, and incredible playmaking. Rose's accomplishment, becoming the youngest player in NBA history to earn the MVP award, stands to this day as especially remarkable. Not only in Chicago, but all throughout the league, his humility, leadership, and tenacity made him a favorite. The buzzer beater against the Cavaliers. Even if injuries would soon define his career, Derrick Rose always had a theatrical bent. During the 2015 playoffs, when the Bulls squared off against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference semifinals, one of his most remarkable experiences occurred. Rose gave an amazing style as the Bulls needed a home win, and the series was knotted 1-1. Rose hit an amazing buzzer beater in Game 3 with just seconds left on the clock to give the Bulls a 2-1 series lead. Chicago went into a frenzy at that time, and for a brief instant, it seemed as though the city would be about to embark on another championship run. Though the Bulls were finally dropped, the shot is among Rose's most famous events from his career, since it reminds us of his capacity to step forward when it most counts. The comeback, a 50-point nightmare to remember. Derrick Rose had 4 knee operations by 2017 that fundamentally changed the direction of his career. Many had written him off, thinking he would never be the player he once was. But he still possessed one more amazing moment, in traditional Derrick Rose style. Rose, who now plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves, turned back the time with an age-appropriate performance on Halloween night 2018. In a game as emotional as it was spectacular, he sang a career 50 points against the Utah Jazz. His exhibition of heart and tenacity captivated the entire basketball community. Rose's face was covered in tears as the crowd yelled his name. Even his opponent couldn't help but express appreciation. It was a reminder that Rose's love of the game never changed, regardless of the number of injuries or disappointments he had. A lasting legacy. Many people's memories of Derrick Rose go beyond his remarkable agility or MVP season. It's about how gracefully and modestly he confronted difficulty. Maybe no event captures this more than his tearful MVP speech, in which he paid a moving homage to his mother for all the sacrifices she made to bring him up. Rose's ability to recover from any obstacle, including doubts or injuries, inspired other athletes and fans. He represented tenacity and will, not only a highlight machine. Though injuries dogged his career, his narrative is one of success rather than tragedy. The condolences from Derrick Rose's contemporaries began to flood in following his announcement of his NBA retirement, paying respect to a man who had permanently changed the game. NBA great Kevin Garnett was among the first to recognize Rose's extraordinary career. "Want a shout out to D Rose, man. Great career, brother," Garnett said in an Instagram story expressing his respect. "Sharing the floor with you, buddy, was an honor. Man, you're among the best to do it. Just want to note, big up on a 16-year career, man. You stink." Though the tone might have been direct, Garnett's comments were anything from an insult. They really showed the most respect because Derrick Rose was the real thing. Garnett also included the caption, "At Rose, salute General," so confirming his respect for the former MVP. There were others who praised Rose besides Garnett. Fellow NBA Hall of Famer Paul Pierce, his podcast co-host, also gave Rose's contributions to the game great marks. Pierce thought back on Rose's agility, remembering a scene that truly astounded him. "I've never seen an athletic point guard though. He dunked on the breakaway during one of the games. He rocked it and caressed it, and then dipped it. I said, whoa, what point guards are doing now?" Particularly during his MVP season in 2010 to 2011, when he became the youngest player in history to win the sought-after trophy, Pierce's statements reflected the opinions of many who witnessed Rose take the NBA by storm. To honor Rose, even LeBron James, who was subsequently his teammate, took to social media. He was also a rival. Using Rose's nickname, LeBron said in a sincere Instagram post, "Much love and respect, Pooh. Salute." James didn't stop there. He shared 3 more tales with the subtitles "Forever Immortalized" and a basic goat emoji, so underlining his great respect for Rose's career and character. LeBron was securing his reputation as among the best point guards to have ever participated in the game, not only appreciating Rose's ability. Another former colleague of Rose, Dwayne Wade, also from Chicago, expressed gratitude for the Windy City Assassin. Wade stated, "Among the most exciting players the game has ever seen. Value all you brought to the game, D Rose." Given Wade's level of performance, this was great praise indeed. Like many others, Wade understood that Derrick Rose was a once-in-a-generation talent, who had won over basketball players all around, not just a passing fancy. Rose's retirement was more than just a time for his fellow athletes to declare their affection. Rose got a chance to show his thanks to the supporters who had helped him all throughout his career. Rose placed full-page advertising in the local newspapers of all 6 of the 6 towns he played for during his career: Chicago, New York, Cleveland, Minneapolis, Detroit, and Memphis, so attesting to the significance of the game and its community to him. Rose made it very evident in every one of those commercials by thanking the fan base for their constant support, therefore highlighting their crucial role in his NBA narrative. Rose's career will always be remembered as a case of what could have been, notwithstanding all the love and honors. Rose was unbounded at his best. Among the most dominant players in the league, his mix of speed, agility, and fearlessness. But injuries, especially to his knees, took a big toll on his career. Many supporters and experts alike question exactly how much he could have accomplished had he maintained his health. Still, Rose's resilience defines his career rather than his failures. He always managed to get back up regardless of the number of times he fell. Unquestionably, he was driven and loving of the game. Rose revealed in his retirement statement a sense of calm about his choice to leave the field, assuring me you'll always be a part of me, no matter where life takes me, he said. You told me it's okay to say goodbye. These phrases capture a man who has come to peace with his path since he devoted everything he had to the game, even if his career may not have gone as he had intended. Although Derrick Rose's narrative might not have turned out precisely how supporters had hoped, his influence on basketball will always be felt. From his amazing rookie season to his MVP run and his emotional 50-point game in 2018, Rose gave moments of magic that will long live in memory. Though his playing days have ended, the legacy of Derrick Rose, the athlete who refused to give up, will live in the hearts of basketball historians, fellow players, and fans always. Derrick Rose may have stepped away from the game, but his legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. His resilience, passion, and love for basketball transcended the stats and highlights, leaving behind a lasting impact. If you've ever been moved by Rose's story or admired his heart on the court, now's the time to celebrate his legacy. Hit that subscribe button for more stories on NBA legends, and check out our deep dive into the careers of other unforgettable icons.